right, down to a level 0, please. Oh, not quite a level 0. That's like a level 1/2. There we go. Nice job. All right, welcome everybody to our Gwyn-Nor Awards Assembly for 2024. Thank you to Mr. Markopol and our band members for our performance. They got a little song in there. If you could thank them, give them a round of applause. All right, I'm really excited today to be able to stand here for our assembly. It's a very special ceremony because the students that have been selected to receive awards today are showing the kinds of traits that we talk about each day on our school announcements, on our PBIS celebrations, and in your classrooms. So some of the award winners that you're going to be here tonight are going to be recognized for being kind, for being great citizens. Some students are going to be recognized for showing respect to all. Others are going to be recognized for their resilience and their willingness to work hard. And finally, some students today will be recognized for being responsible and for being great role models to their peers. So I'm hoping that these students are when these students are being recognized, what I'm hoping is you're going to do 2 things. So I want you to think about 2 things today. Number 1, you're going to be respectful to them and you're going to cheer for them in a very positive way. And number 2, I'm also hoping that you're going to listen to the staff member that's presenting the award and think about what qualities the student has that is receiving it. So there's a reason behind every award. So I want you to listen to the speaker and think about what that is that's going on. And then I have a challenge for you, and that is to strive to do those types of things next year, whether it's back here at Gwyn-Nor or if you're a 6th grader and you're moving on to Pembroke or Penndale Middle School. All right, so we're going to continue this level 0. We're going to be respectful, and we're going to start our awards assembly this morning with music awards.
Good morning. So we do have some students watching in classrooms. I'm going to do some orchestra recognition today. If you just started a string instrument this year and you're a beginner, please stand. Excellent. If you are in advanced orchestra and you were in advanced orchestra this year, please stand. Oh, stay standing, stay standing. And if you were in regular orchestra this year, please stand. And if you're watching from the classrooms, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and you were a Suzuki student, you can stand in your classroom. Let's have a round of applause for all of the orchestra students. I'm going to pass it on to Mr. Mancuso. Thank you so much for a great year.
Good morning, Gwyn-Nor, and thank you, Mrs. Hoffman. All right, as you might expect, I'm here to recognize our outstanding chorus members. I'm really pleased to say that this year, at 84 members, is the biggest Gwyn-Nor chorus has ever been. And I think one of the best we've ever had, too. So I'm going to have you recognized by grade. All of my 6th grade chorus members, please stand and remain standing. All of my 5th grade chorus members, please stand. And all my 4th grade chorus students. Most of the 4th grade. Congratulations, everybody. It's been an awesome year. You may have a seat. I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Markopol.
Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Before I recognize the band students, I just want to thank everyone in our building who, whether you do so directly or indirectly, makes our music programs here possible. So that starts with Mr. Edwards and the office staff, Mr. Moore, Mrs. McGovern, Mrs. Scholl, who's patched up some of my kids before rehearsal, our bus drivers, Mr. Flozak and his custodial staff, making sure chairs are set up for us every day, all of our teachers, whether you're a classroom teacher, special area, specialist, classroom assistant, all of you are extraordinarily flexible with our lesson schedules, and we simply could not get to do what we do if we didn't work on the team that we work on. So none of us ever want you to think we take that for granted. We also want to thank all of you kids who work extraordinarily hard, and parents who are here, and of course the ones who are at home. You hear some crazy things when they start, and you persevere and you encourage, and it turns into something really wonderful. So And lastly, our bus drivers who get our kids back and forth all the time between schools. So thank you to all of those people. And now, could I ask all of our band students in grades 4, 5, and 6 to please stand? All of you, most of you are up here. And then there's some out there. And could you guys please stay standing. And could all of our music students in band, chorus, and orchestra please stand one more time. Thank you. Band, chorus, orchestra, please stand. Thank you, Gwyn-Nor Music.
Hello, everyone. It's great to see everybody. The goal of Reading Olympics is to increase students' reading for enjoyment and increase reading skills. 5th and 6th grade students who join Reading Olympics work as part of a team to read a total of 25 books and then participate in a competition answering questions about those books. Gwyn-Nor had 2 hard-working, awesome teams participate in Reading Olympics this year and celebrate the joy of reading. Mrs. Sergini is actually at a reading meeting this morning, so I will be reading the names of all of our awesome Reading Olympians. When your name is called, please stand. You may clap at the end of hearing all of the names. Okay, so Mrs. Sergini's team, okay, was Anya, Abby, Alana, Annabelle, Ansh, Liam A, Mia, Nathan, Ovia, Pari, Sebi, and Sophia K. And then let me read my team. Okay, it was Addison, Cora, Elizabeth, Yana, Maggie, Masilia, Ria, Samantha, Samiha, Sanchi, and Sarita. Thank you all for your hard work during Reading Olympics. I hope you had fun with it. If you were in 4th grade, think about it for next year. After the assembly, Reading Olympians, if you can stop down to the library and you can get your ribbon. Thanks, everybody. Hello, everyone. It's great to see everybody. The goal of Reading Olympics is to increase students' reading for enjoyment and increase reading skills. 5th and 6th grade students who join Reading Olympics work as part of a team to read a total of 25 books and then participate in a competition answering questions about those books. Gwyn-Nor had 2 hard-working, awesome teams participate in Reading Olympics this year and celebrate the joy of reading. Mrs. Sergini is actually at a reading meeting this morning, so I will be reading the names of all of our awesome Reading Olympians. When your name is called, please stand. You may clap at the end of hearing all of the names. Okay, so Mrs. Sergini's team, okay, was Anya, Abby, Alana, Annabelle, Ansh, Liam A, Mia, Nathan, Ovia, Pari, Sebi, and Sophia K. And then let me read my team. Okay, it was Addison, Cora, Elizabeth, Yana, Maggie, Masilia, Ria, Samantha, Samiha, Sanchi, and Sarita.
Every year of standing up here and pretty much saying the same thing, that this was our largest triathlon ever. So I am going to recognize our friends that did the Iron Knights Triathlon. For those of you that might not know, they first need to jump in the pool, and then they need to ride their bike, and then they need to run. So our kindergartners swim a lap, they bike a mile, and they run a half mile. Where our 6th graders, when they're finishing, they swim 5 laps, bike 5 miles, and run 1 mile. So it is no easy activity, and it takes so much resilience, and it is so rewarding to watch you push through something that's not easy and finish and be proud of yourself, as there are hundreds of people cheering you on. So if you were an Iron Knights Triathlon athlete this year, can you please stand? Okay, you may be seated. In addition to all of our athletes that participated in the Iron Ice Triathlon, we recognize 3 of the top finishers for boys and girls in every age level. And our Gwyn-Nor students really represented this year. So if I call your name, just stand up for us to give you another round of applause. In kindergarten, Andrew Kong finished 1st overall for all kindergarten boys. They're not here, but Andrew, you're amazing. 2nd grade, Caden Belmonte finished 2nd. He is not here. I will say, as hard as it is, Caden has done this for 3 years in a row, has finished in the top 3 in the entire district. Amazing. 3rd grade, Sophia Lauer finished 1st overall. In 5th grade, Leah Kong also finished in the top 3. And in 6th grade, we had 2 students. For the girls, Addison Del Giorno finished 2nd overall, and Liam Fry. So, amazing job to all of our triathletes. So proud of all of you. I don't know who.
All right, next is,
I have to make sure that I actually get it. That would be helpful.
next is the Odyssey of the Mind. So the Odyssey of the Mind is a competition, it's an academic competition in which you actually team up as a portion of a team. Sometimes we have students that team up together in this building. Other times we have students that team up with a group of students that are not necessarily in this building. We put a couple of groups together. So they compete locally, and then they also, if they're able to advance to a district level, a regional level, and a state level. So this year we had 2 competitors for Odyssey of the Mind, and they are Neil Bohr and Lucas Sonnen. Come on up. Are they here? I was gonna say.
I thought Lucas was here. Nice job. There you go, that's yours.
All right, and the next people that we want to recognize, we're going to recognize as a group, and they are tremendously helpful this year for a variety of reasons. So the first group is our 6th grade bus helpers. So if you were a 6th grade bus helper, please stand up. They're like, oh my gosh. But these particular students, I think I have a couple behind too. These particular students were, we will say, in charge of getting our kindergartners and our 1st graders from their classrooms at the end of the day down to where they needed to go in the bus lines, walked them out, kept them in order, and did an absolutely outstanding job. Huge, huge help every single day, and they always did it with a smile on their face, so thank you. If you are a bus helper at the end of the assembly, at the end of the time that we're done, come see me. I have recognition for you up here. Also, another group is our student tutors. So if you are a tutor of one of our littles, of one of our kindergartners or 1st graders, if you could please stand at this point to be recognized. We have 6th grade student tutors. We have tutors that help with our students that speak a 2nd language. We've got a whole bunch of kids that also help out as well. All of us as a staff, and also me, we all say thank you to you for the job that you've done. They come in a lot of times in the morning, and instead of going to homeroom, they'll go to one of our pods, and they'll spend 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, sometimes a little longer than that, and they spend the time, instead of going to class, with the kids, but they form these really great relationships as mentors, and it's just outstanding. So same with our student tutors. Please make sure at the end of the assembly you come up here to the table. We have recognition for you as well. All right, Mr. Moore, you are next.
So the first group we'd like to recognize is GNN, Gator Network News. So last year we started it, and this year, with the help of Mr. Higgins and Mrs. Morse, we took it to the next level. And next year, we're going to hand it over to Mrs. Morse because she has some wonderful ideas. She's going to pair with Mr. Gilmore at the high school, so we have some really exciting things to come. First of all, GNN, we have to recognize the sixth grade leadership. You guys were exemplary. You guys did a wonderful job, and we're going to miss you guys. So thank you for all of your leadership. I'm going to announce the names. And please just stand, because we have recognition for you back in your classroom. So as I announce your name, please just stand. Maggie Seshpine, Cora Rudnick, Elizabeth Sweeney. You guys can stand up, and just stay standing if you would. Sam Latini, Max Breen, Sebastian Winsman, Demetrius Saccone, Makun Manikandan, Mia Thomas, Jaden Bay, Krista Giotti, Addison Del Giorno, Samantha Burley, Matthew Gomez, Lily Berge, Naya Perez, Carmen Hernandez, Dylan Majewski, David Kershenovich, Hadley Poole, Jonathan Lee, Mason Davis, Carson Rembenex, Sasrita Devaretti, Liam Fry, Liam Ashley, Yana Bogdanaska, Leela Nguyen, Paige Cabot, and Olivia Katolka. So thank you guys. Yes, thank you guys for another wonderful year. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video announcements. But thank you guys for a wonderful year, and thank you for all the hard work that you put in to the weekly production of GNN. The next group I would like to recognize would be the student ambassadors. And I can't do that without thanking Mr. Higgins, Mrs. Brown, and Mrs. Suhan. So please give them a big round of applause. So without their help, all of the things that we were able to bring to the school wouldn't have been possible. So let me talk a little bit about student ambassadors. This was the first year for it, and remarkably, we achieved quite a bit in, 4 months and a half of, in a half of a school year. We didn't get started until January, so we have some really exciting things to look forward to this year, because we're going to get started in September. All right, so when I call your name, please stand up and be recognized. We have some recognition for you waiting in your homerooms when you get back. Okay, so please stand up and stay seated. Stay standing. Drew Belmonte, Evan Eady, Eloise Gavigan, Garima Damre, Ava Levinson, Sanvi Singh, Vivian Murphy, Rosie Winsman, Alex Tazinski, Camilla Ferrer, Liana Amjad, in your absence, Madeline DeSantis, Evie Ruffing, Alina Lee, Ansh Verma, Ovia Kapilan, Safrida Devaretti, Pari Gupta, Hadley Poole, Adriana Walsh, Jaden Bay, Sydney Crowder, Christian Ahn, Cecilia Crispiak Navarro, Eileen Zhu, Jace Toy, Mason Davis, Addison Del Giorno, Jamila Samide, Makun Manikandan, Demetrius Saccone, Matthew Gomez, and Elizabeth McSweeney. Oh, I'm not done yet. Masilia Arif, Ria Kunwar, David Geshenovich, Max Breen, Bridget Miller-Fonash, Maggie Seshpine, and Haley Hahn. All right, big round of applause. Thank you very much. Would you guys kindly welcome Mr. Markapol up?
I have the honor of presenting the Frank Del Vecchio Memorial Award for band. I always say Mr. Del Vecchio was on staff here right when I started in North Penn, and I only got to work with him a little bit because he was already dealing with health issues. He was a very, very dedicated teacher, and it's very hard to pick one sixth grade student. it's really splitting hairs. They're fantastic kids. If I could keep them in band forever, I would do it. But looking back, I found a student who's missed 2 lessons in 3 years. That's it. All of these students have performed well above their expectations. But this one student has gone above and beyond in a number of ways, and I'd like to present this award to Cora Rudnick. Come on down here, kiddo. This is for you. And that's for you.
Don't leave your hand.
Could I, Mrs. Scholl and Mrs. Oh wait, Mrs. Scholl and Mrs. Vilsmeyer.
Yep.
Could you come on up, please?
Good morning, everyone.
You might want to welcome back Mrs. Vilsmeyer. They're all talking.
I have someone special here with me. Does anybody know who I have with next to me? I invited her back because we were 2 peas in a pod. So I'm here to give the Mary Ann Morning Award. The Mary Ann Morning Award recognizes 2 students that portray a kind and caring attitude towards their classmates and others at Gwyn-Nor, just like Mrs. Morning did when she was a nurse here at Gwyn-Nor. Our first student is a 6th grade student. She is described as kind and caring. She is constantly helping those around her, whether it's her peers or younger students. She is empathetic and always asking how others are doing, and she leads by example and gives a helping hand whenever she can. She gets along with all and shows respect and kindness towards everyone around her. It is with great pleasure and pride that I introduce our first winner, Brianna Welchez Molina, Mrs. Edling's class.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Our second student is a 4th grade student. He is described as an extremely thoughtful and caring student. He is always willing to help a classmate and does so with patience and genuine concern. When a classmate is struggling, he's the first one to be there. If a student is absent, he's the first one to help them get caught up. He demonstrates the great Gator qualities each and every day and exemplifies Mrs. Morning's kind and caring traits. It is with great pleasure and pride that I introduce our second winner, Drew Belmonte of Mrs. Brown's class.
It is my honor and pleasure to be here this morning. I just want to say I miss my Gwyn-Nor family dearly, and I am so happy to be here presenting this award. The Julia Parker Memorial Award is to honor the memory of a beloved Gwyn-Nor teacher. One of Mrs. Parker's award's favorite quotes is, "Knowledge gives you power and respect gives you character." The Julia Parker Award is presented to a highly respected and respectable student who, like Mrs. Parker, clearly demonstrates the value of respect. Our first student is a kindergarten student. She is described as a sweet young girl that goes out of her way to help others to make sure they are taken care of and included. Her peers go to her for help academically and emotionally because she is caring and compassionate. She has a silly and upbeat personality that brightens everyone's day. She demonstrates our B statements each and every day and is a role model for being respectful to everyone and demonstrates patience no matter the situation. It is with great pleasure that I congratulate our first winner, Noelle Cuddick, in Mrs. Ruth's class. And we will deliver her certificate. Oh, she's here. Congratulations. That's so great.
Say hi. Stand right here. Go ahead and wave. Wave to me.
So your class sees you.
Our second grade student is a 5th grade student. He has shown respect towards both students and staff consistently this school year. He shows respect in the classroom by keeping his area clean and picking up after himself and others. He is a wonderful helper to other students who may be struggling. He clearly respects his teachers by consistently completing work, following directions, and advocating for himself when he needs to. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our second winner, Jaden Yoon from Mrs. Bocher's class.
Can you say both of the Marianne and we'll
Right
have
here,
plaques, yeah. Both of them, Marianne and Julia Parker. Congratulations.
Congratulations, honey. That's a great accomplishment. The winners' names will be engraved on a very special plaque that honors Mrs. Parker and the plaque that honors Mrs. Morning and will be displayed in the hallway at Gwyn-Nor. Congratulations all.
Please welcome Mrs. DeBenny now.
I'm Mrs. DeBenny, a secretary here at Gwyn-Nor. I'm here to present the DJ Ferrara Memorial Award. A little bit about DJ. My family had the pleasure of knowing DJ and his family. My son Zachary played soccer with DJ for many years, and my husband Tony was a coach on the team. DJ was an amazing young man, great sportsmanship when he was at his games. DJ was a courageous student who passed away January 15, 2003 from cancer. The Citizenship Award was put in place to honor DJ and the wonderful traits he showed throughout his lifetime. Some of those qualities being leadership, kindness, effort, and bravery. The 6th grade team has chosen 2 students that reflect the same motivation and ambition that DJ had displayed during his time here at Gwyn-Nor. And those 2 students are
Elizabeth McSweeney. Come down, please.
And Sebastian Winsman.
These 2 students will have their names engraved on the plaque that hangs in the main hallway in memory of DJ Ferrara.
So the 6th grade team is staying up here because we are proud to present the Presidential Academic Excellence Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize academic success in the classroom. To be eligible for this award, a student must have scored advanced on both math and reading on the 5th grade PSSA and no more than 2 scores of 2 in math or ELA on the first trimester of 6th grade. Please hold your applause till all the names have been read. From my room, we have Annabelle Clark. Please come up, Annabelle. You can clap, why not? Elizabeth McSweeney. And Liam Ashley.
And from my homeroom, Addison Del Giorno.
Lily Fisher, Anya Sinani, and Sebastian Winsman.
And from my homeroom, I have Tamjeed Hassan, Sam Latini, Makun Manikunda, Nathan Dolt. Where are you, Nathan? Nathan, the power of a highlighter, my friend.
Here he comes.
It's like you get your own special spotlight, Nathan. There you go. Our Presidential Academic Achievement Awards are next. The purpose of this award is to recognize students that have shown outstanding educational growth through improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects. I'll actually start with mine this time. Okay. I have Krista Joti, David Gersenowicz, Yana Bodanska, Max
Come on up,
Breen,
guys. Come on up.
Ethan Gomes. Nicely done.
I did the best I could.
Nicely done, Ethan.
From my homeroom, we have Samantha Barrel and Akanj Thacker.
And last but not least, from my homeroom, Naya Perez and Sean Stevens. Congratulations to all. We are very proud of you.
All right. I have the very distinct pleasure of the last awards of the day, and they're given out every year to a couple of our students, and I'll read the inscription that's here. And it says, "The continuing development of a strong Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and a strong United States of America depends on the encouragement of good citizenship on the part of young people of each succeeding generation, having demonstrated qualities of good citizenship through the display of character, leadership, scholarship, and acceptance of responsibility. You are to be recognized as an exemplary citizen. I hereby recognize your outstanding conduct, express gratitude for your message of encouragement and goodwill, and I extend my best wishes for your continued success in the future." And this is by Senator Tracy Pennyquick, who is our Pennsylvania State Senator in the 24th District. Our first award recipient of that honor goes to Nathaniel Maldonado. Congratulations. Very well deserved. There you go, sir. And that is yours to take home as well. Well done. You got it. And our second award recipient is Miss Addison Del Giorno. All right. right, so in wrapping up, just a very quick congratulations to all of our award winners. If you were recognized some way, somehow, orchestra, band, any of our helpers, tutors, you received the award at the end. Could you please stand up? I just want to check out what we got going on. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All of you, next year, I'm expecting our entire school to be able to stand up. Nice job. All right. Thank you. You may sit. Nice work. First of all, I just want to say, I know it's the end of the school year, and I've heard the lunchroom the last couple of weeks, so I know that it's the end of the school year. And I know there's a lot of excitement. There may be a little bit of anxiety about the summer and what's coming up. That was excellent. That was probably the best you've been all year. I'm so, so proud of you for sitting here and sitting through that. You really, really did a great job. So give yourselves a round of applause. Nice work today. All right, so that concludes our awards assembly. So we're going to begin heading back to our homerooms.